with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. On the option, here's Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brings up 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 11. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 3.
Burrow on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Chargers.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's third down and the 11.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Herbert now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Eckler. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Chargers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Herbert keeping it himself from 5 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Bengals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Come get some. 49, guys. Mike, 49. We don't want this.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
Bengals nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 23 yards on the play.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now Eckler. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, to give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
At the 3-yard line.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts
It's a gain of
as the
4.
clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here is Eckler. And he he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you?
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Don't worry about it,
Picked off at the 17. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Kicker on for the extra point.
He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done, but not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On the run, it's Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go. Shoot.
On 2nd down, Burrow. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him tape, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch his skirt, out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murk, out the gate, on sight. Red, green, red, tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin'. They told me my time was
49's a mark. Watch the run. Watch the run. This side, baby. That's the baby side. Check it out, read.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
The 26-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
That's the way. 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Ricky. Play 56. 19 tight. 56 the Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now it's Herbert. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Logan Wilson
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's now
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Come on. Check. Lucky. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check. Check 9.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle made.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down now, Nixon, and he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 44. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, Nixon fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to get this inside the 30. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Nixon trying to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Chargers.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Los Angeles.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, L.A.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
21.
Extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to see what's said, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, wasn't Barbados with the hustle pockets,
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run for it with Mixon. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mixon with it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, bring 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 5.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Buffalo 18. Lunch 49. Lunch 49. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Back at the 13-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Try to punch it in with Eckler. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And even with the loss on first down, they did a nice job holding on to the football. And they can still run it 2 more times and take some time off the clock and even take some of the timeouts away from the defense and then possibly kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. They're in a great spot.
I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Burrow looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
And Burrow going to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep. It's caught at the 10. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Chargers 35.
So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Chargers, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin.